took effect from February 2024. There's nothing like arrears there. Arrears was not taken into consideration.
Okay. All right. What about those workers who have issues with their payment, salaries, ghost workers problem, names being removed from the payroll, those that went to court in some of the local government councils? We have those issues. How are those workers now being addressed? What's the situation with them?
The issue that as a union, first of all, we are for absenteeism, and we have civil service rules. If any staff is being found wanting, it is the duty of the River State Local Government Service Commission. They are our employer. They employ, they promote, they discipline, and they also transfer our workers. If any staff is being found wanting on the issue of indulging in any infractions, I think that's how to be punished in line with the civil service rules. But in as much as I know that no individual, no officer is or has the power to indulge in any infractions. If we are found wanting, that staff will face the wrath of the law.
So at the moment, you're saying that those workers who perhaps had issues with their payments or whose names were taken off the payroll for the purposes of maybe ghost workers or some structural adjustments that were made in some of the councils, you're saying that they aired?
On that issue, I know that sometimes we are at the assemblies 4 years ago. I think the Local Government Service Commission is handling the issue now. The matter is before the Local Government Service Commission.
Okay.
The matter is before the Local Government Service Commission, which they had.
And which local governments have this? Which workers from which local government have these issues that are currently being handled by the Local Government Service Commission?
The issue of the Ahura West Local Government and that of Moha Local Government Council. These are the two councils which I know too well, and they are handling the matter.
All right. We're going to take a very short commercial in a matter of moments. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines, take some messages and calls from the listener. I'm pretty sure there are many of workers who have questions to ask. Hopefully, they'll get response from you. But first, let me remind us that on WhatsApp, you can send in your questions and you can also make your contributions using the number 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. Now, that is the WhatsApp number. To call us, use the number 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0003. On Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Stay with us.
Oh yes, Dunamis School of Ministries, Dusum Port Harcourt Campus presents
Fire continues. My name is Ifeemi Andrew, and we are discussing the implementation of the minimum wage and the promotion of local government workers at the various councils in Rivers State. My guest is the NULGE president in Rivers State, Clifford Paul. And on Facebook, we've been asking, we still are asking, as a worker in the council, let us know what's the situation. Are you receiving the minimum wage? How's the promotion in your council? Let's know what the situation is, so please do well to share that with us. We'll also be giving you the opportunity to call in and direct questions to the NULGE president, and also make your contributions. You've been following the conversation, I'm very sure, and I'm sure you have a thing or two to say with regards to what has been said by the NULGE president. Remember, it is still 0809 030 6416. That is the WhatsApp number, so you can send WhatsApp messages, and you can call us on 23002 0817-923-0003. Mr. Paul, thank you very much for staying on the line for us. We would continue with the conversation by taking some messages and questions from the listener. Quickly, let me take this one on Facebook. Sabita Paul Iroma says, I just hope that the minimum wage for NULGE sees the light of day. It shouldn't be based on sentiment. I think, well, you should know that already implementation has started. It started the implementation from February. So workers have been getting that at the local councils from the month of February. On WhatsApp, this person says, good morning to you and the guest. I'm disappointed that the leader's statement that every civil servant should know his rightful salary. Has he forgotten what goes on in the offices where people tell you to pay to collect your own pay slip and you insist on not paying? They tell you they don't have stationery. A service where staff nominal role is hidden to the extent that we don't even know the total number of staff that are in our offices but are not coming to work. Yet we wonder where the ghost workers are deployed to in the councils. Please, if he doesn't know the salary scale or he isn't with it there, he should say it and not blame hard-working civil servants for lack of access to hoarded information. Michael from Okrika. So, Mr. Paul, I think we'll come to you so you respond to this. With regards to the question I had asked earlier from one of the listener who said the NULGE should please release the new salary scale, and your response to that was you can't do it for now because it's an administrative information, and so you're not going to let it out. I don't know if that goes against civil service to hoard or keep such information, but this message from the listener.
They said staff, any legitimate staff should be able to know his own grade level or his take home, because there's no way I can avail to you the take home of any given worker, considering the state of the country now. If I'm a civil servant on salary grade level 4 and I go to work, I am punctual to the I should be able to know how much my salary is. There's no way I can give you or tell you the salary of Mr. A or Mr. B. It's abnormal now.
All right, you're not telling us. I don't think you're telling us the salary of any individual because nobody's name has been mentioned. But then the question I should ask is it against the civil service regulations?
The least take home of a local government worker now, from level 1 to level 4, is 6,000 naira.
Okay.
That is 6,000 at least, as in this 30,000 naira minimum wage. But I cannot avail to you from A to Z.
All right.
Yes.
What about the issue of workers not appearing at work, not going to work, and the problem of ghost workers? How is...
We don't have, I don't think that we have ghost workers in the local government system. We have our nominal role. That is why we have a director of admin and general services that oversees the asset of the workers.
Is it true?
We don't have those. Yeah, it's true.
No, is it true that this message says that the nominal role is a hidden document to the extent that we don't even know the total number of staff in our offices.
The nominal role, if the person is a functional staff, he doesn't go to work, to be able to know. The person should be able to know when he goes on leave or when he resumes back to work. Actually, there are ethics. We have civil service and civil service rule. The nominal role is there as a guide in the administrative department to know when we are to be promoted or to know when we are to proceed on leave or not.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's take a few calls. 0817 923 0002. You can also call 0817 923 0003, or we call 0817 923 0007. These are the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation. If you have questions, please, the moment you get through, go directly to your question. If I already have introduced you, please do not bother introducing yourself. Just go ahead and make your contribution or ask your question. Victor is in Rumokrishi at the moment. Victor, let's hear from you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Go on, Victor.
When the righteous rule, the people rejoice. I strongly see this man allegedly pushing the money to the right people. I think allegedly this is what is causing the problem, because the money is not going to the wrong side. The money that belongs to people for over 8 years was allegedly shared in government house. So today the money is going to the people and the people are rejoicing. Thank you.
All right, Victor. Chris from Rumubiakani. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah. Andrew, good morning.
Yes,
for me, I think the man in your guest is trying to be political here, because I know that democracy, not our democracy, since 1918. And he just told us that the constitution, this was constituted just this time. Before now, and then later dissolved, and then maybe from that space of time till now. So I want him to make more clarification. So everything is just calling on in the last 8 years,
Okay.
What about the other years before the 8 years?
Thank you, Chris. Let me just, Andy from Rukboku will get to you shortly, but let Mr. Paul respond to this quickly. So they're saying the Local Government Service Commission Board, was it functional under the Rotimi Amechi administration, the Peter Odili administration, and only stopped functioning under the Wike administration?
The Local Government Service Commission was functional.
From which administration to which administration did it stop functioning?
CBK Rotimi's administration was functional.
For the 2 terms?
For the 2 terms, yes. For the 2 terms, much later, the chairman of the commission resigned. The chairman of the commission resigned, where we do not even have a commission again.
Under the Amechi administration?
Yes.
So it was functional from the first term of his administration and part of the second term of his administration.
Yes. Just like what you are telling you. You see, this issue of minimum wage, we have clamored for it severally. We have written, nothing was done about it. Just like they have rightly said, they say when the righteous rule, the people rejoices. We have tried all we. There's no way we can cause breakthrough in the or we can go and fight the administration or cause problem. We have written severally. He told us to handle the matter. We even go to the assemblies. We are advised to calm down until when you have a commission. So now that we have a commission, I think something has been done.
Okay.
So we give that to the executive governor.
So for clarity purposes, the Local Government Service Commission stopped working midterm under the Amechi administration through the Wike administration and only started working again now, was constituted again now under this administration.
Pardon?
Mr. Paul, I said, so for clarity purposes, the Local Government Service Commission did not just stop working from the Wike administration for 8 years, but it actually stopped working from midway the second term of the Amechi administration was when the problem started with the Service Commission at the local level.
Anyway, what I want to say that now that we have a functional Local Government Service Commission, I give it to do our request. All this while, this has not been made is that we have requested it seriously and nothing has been done about it. Now that we have a listening governor, he graciously approved for the implementation of the 30,000 minimum and promotion.
Let's go to Rukwaku now then. Andy is on the line. Andy, good morning.
Hey, Andrew, good morning.
Go on.
Good morning to your guests in the studio. Andrew, let's say the truth. The truth has to be said. Whether it affects or it pains anybody, but the truth has to be said. That during our administration, there was no minimum wage. Let's straighten it up. So whether the board was there or not, or the board was constituted after that, then somebody resigned, that one is immaterial. What we are saying in essence is, when was this supposed to be implemented? On whose person's administration? And how did these people go about it at that time? Just like what he has said, they have written several times, no way, went to the House of Assembly. The House of Assembly told them they should go and hold on and relax until. So what we are saying in essence is, all through the minimum wage, even when the former governor was shouting that they should implement, they should come, that he is going to pay, he was the first person that went on air and agreed that he was going to pay after that time. All of a sudden, we saw the light went off. So what we are saying in essence, I am a worker.
Hello, Andy. Hello, Andy. Can you hear us? All right, Cookie Gam from Rumolumania. Andy, apologies, you might have to call us back. Cookie Gam.
Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, straight to the point, please.
Andrew, employment, back, promotion, lies on the Local Government Commission, all this while. But Andrew, my major concern is I don't know why the River State Assembly is changing the River State. Anytime they want to change goalposts River State now. What happened to Amman local government at the time? Law has no power. No local government has power to warn or to suspend or to sack. It lies on the local government to do all this. I don't know, but this time, for the past close to 1 year now, River State want to turn every table in River State now. Why? So let the needful be done in River State. I don't know why people now want to gang up to make sure the tables are turned to the left every time River State now. Let's allow every institution to do their work. This is the purely work of civil servant local government commission. It's their work. Nobody can do this. Nobody can feature on it. So please, beg anybody who's concerned. Let allow this one. They have been suffering for the past 8 years under former governor. Local government was in comatose. The governor now wants to rise on local government. Why are they stopping him, Andrew? Good morning, my brother.
All right, Cookie Gam, but we did not say anybody is stopping him. I don't think we mentioned that conversation here. We did not have that one, Cookie Gam. So I don't know where you got that from. But regardless, we get what you're trying to say. Yes, the local government workers are excited. But nobody says anybody's trying to stop the governor yet. And the governor has not said anybody's trying to stop him yet. Dixon from Aoda West, good morning.
Yeah, Comrade Dixon Israel Igbo from Aoda West.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, the program you brought out this morning was very good. The people in the local government are the most civil servants in Nigeria that suffered most, that cannot be able to buy back.
Oh my goodness, Dixon, I don't know what that is, whether you got interrupted by the service providers or airtime got exhausted. I don't know what it is, but please, Dixon, if you can hear me, do well to call us back. Robin from Echie, good morning.
Good morning, my brother, Andrew.
Okay, Robin, go ahead.
Thank you. Greetings to our guests. But importantly, let me remind us, the former administration by Sahi and Wike told us that River State is 100% Christian state. And I'm sure they had it. And in the holy book that is practiced by the Christians, it's enshrined there that the worker is entitled to his wages. The levity with which people disdain the activities of those who are in power is what brought us to where we are. How do you reconcile a situation where somebody has worked? Somebody that was employed by law since I caged. Which law says in the service commission that a worker that is oppressed, not people have due wages should not talk? Cite that section of that law. If that such law is draconian, primitive, we should live above board. The government of the day should ensure that whoever that works should be paid adequate pay at home. Governance must be jettisoning the pattern that says one man leads and we follow. Follow to who? Follow to where? Why are you following to? To Waterside or to Waterhouse? One man leads, they follow. That's what has brought us here, but we need to change. Good morning.
All right, Mene from Yenegoa. Mene, good morning.
Yes. Morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. And first of all, let me thank the governor for the magnanimity that they have done to the good people of River State. And I want to send this message very clear to anybody that cares to listen. I want everybody to listen and work with Mr. Fubara. He's a good governor and he's a leader that has the people at heart. Last time I checked, in the last 8 years, I don't think we achieved what we are achieving now, just within this period that Fubara is in the office. I have sisters that work in local government, we preside the local government. I have brothers. Since they have been employed, nobody has promoted them. They remain at level 6, level 8, and level
when
10.
were they employed?
No promotion. Hello?
When were they employed?
Hello?
When were they employed?
Like my brother, the one that was employed during the military regime. Yeah, during Captain Sunday one. When we have the administrator of Dr. Charles Backus. Hello? Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see the long time they have been in that council without promotion. And the local government cannot promote except directly from the governor or from the local government service commission. So if Fubara can take the blue by the horn, the political will to promote civil servants and pay their gratuity, and one thing I want Fubara listening now, Fubara make sure you take care of the pensioner. Because each time I go into secretary, I see our papa, our own fathers, the way they work, you will pity them.
All right, Mene.
Somebody if they're working they cannot pick it on their own. Somebody has to assist them. So please, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
To our listeners.
Andy from Rukboku, quickly. We have Caleb on the line also in Borokri. Andy, let's hear from you.
So what I was saying in the exchange was, it has happened in the past, but what we are saying is present. And what we are saying is, we will know how Thursday will look like. Looking at the weekend, our governor has started with his civil servants. I can attest to you that I have received the minimum wage. It is clear and it is sample. Not in the other side we are hearing that they are paying this one, there were discrepancies. But finally, let me ask your guest a question. Please clarify this. Does any local government chairman has right to conduct what's it called for workers to come and do their verification or to ascertain, yes, if they are workers or not. If a local government has the right, biometrics, to conduct biometrics. Thank you very much, and God bless.
All right, Andy. My guest will respond, but let's quickly take Caleb and Mufasa, and then I come to my guest to respond to that question. So please, Andy, stay with us. Caleb, can you hear us? Hello, Caleb. All right, we'll go to Mufasa now from NTA Road. Mufasa, quickly.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Let me equally thank the guest. He has adumbrated, clearly on the matter being discussed. But for me, I want to equally join my voice to appreciate the governor for being a friend to the civil servants. It is popularly said that every worker is deserving of his wage, but most times you see that some, governors that were in the past, not just in Rivers State, but in other states, they see payment of salary as, something that as a favor that they are doing to workers. But now that we've seen a governor who understands the dynamics of what it means to appreciate civil servants and to give them their due and proper, I think it's a good precedent going forward. So I only want to say that some of the local government chairmen who are becoming so, unbearable and emboldened to the extent that most times they want to challenge some of this implementation of the state government. Is there any way that, these NULGE people can, prevail upon this local government chairman not to delay in the implementation of this, minimum wage that the governor has given directive that they should pay?
All right, Mufasa, thank you. Let me get to Mr. Paul now. The president, well, you heard the callers. Two important questions. Yes. The last one that was just asked by our friend Mufasa, and then the one prior to that one, whether council chairmen have the powers to conduct verification and screening exercise and biometric exercises. Do they have that power?
Thank you. Thank you. On the issue of verification, if there's variation in the wage bill of a council, if there's a variation, if there's an increase in the monthly wage bill of the council, it behooves on the chairman to call on the director of finance and the internal auditor to explain why there are variations increased in the wage bill. Consequence upon that, they can call for an audit exercise to know why there's an increase. But however, on this note, the Local Government Service Commission has to be intimated, has to be on the known for such exercise.
So the council chairman can carry out that exercise, but has to do it with
upon the permission of the Local Government Service Commission.
Okay. JJ, let's hear you quickly. Hello, JJ.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, my question is related to the last question he answered. Because we learned that in MO and local government, that some workers were sacked and they went to industrial court and all those happened. Where was NULGE at the time that was happening? Thank you very much.
All right. I think he responded by saying that he's aware of situation in MOHA and one other council where he says the Service Commission is looking at it. But Mr. Paul, you heard that message from JJ. What's the response to it? Where was NULGE at the time where workers where he said particularly in MOHA local government had the litigation issues that they had?
NULGE is aware. No, as at that, there was no commission, and we have also written. As I speak with you now, the Local Government Service Commission is handling about the matter. We did advise, but now that the commission is in place, they are handling the matter now.
Okay. All right, I would have to say thank you here, but first, let's look at some more messages. This one says, I can tell you for sure, Local Government Service Commission was functional during the first and second tenure of Amechi. My mother retired during Amechi's government, and she got both gratuity and monthly pension. I was the one that went through the process. The pensions board office was behind SPAR before the street leading to BMSH. The past administration killed and destroyed everything about civil service in the state. So that's why today we owe him a very big thank you rally, just as we did yesterday. You did not include your name. This person says, good morning, presenter. Chimo Blessing says, please ask the Oga there if the staff have access to nominal role. Mr. Paul, this is from one of the listeners, says we should ask you, do staffs of the local government councils have access to the nominal role? Now, this is the second person asking this. Some other person sent a message and also said the same thing, that there's no access to nominal role.
Let me come in there. As a legitimate staff of any given local government or of a department in the local government, it is the responsibility of the director of admin or head of personnel management that is in custody with the nominal role of the council. That speaks volume of who is a legitimate staff of the LGA.
Okay.
We don't issue nominal role. Nominal role can only be issued to the Local Government Service Commission, as might be requested of them.
So the staff at the council do not have idea of how many people work in that council?
They cannot, except the head of department.
Okay. All right, then. Thank you very much. That's the much we can take from you today. Thank you for making out time to be with us. Hopefully in the future would speak with you some more. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You're welcome.
That's it. We'll go on a short commercial. When we come back, we'll hand over to Jude. Hello, Port Harcourt. So please stay with us. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Everyone says I'm beautiful and bold. They say I'm fashionable. And to crown it up,